Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. We are in conversation with the team of the much awaited and very intriguing Saas Bahu Aur Flamingo, which of course is streaming very, very soon on Disney Plus Hotstar. Joining us is Angira Dhar, Isha Talwar, Udit Arora, and Ashish Verma. Welcome, all of you. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having
Thank
us.
you for having us.
Let me begin with you first, Angira, on what drew you to the project and when you first heard that the title was going to be Saas Bahu Aur Flamingo, what was your first reaction?
Was called something else.
Okay.
But when they said that we are going to call it Saas Bahu Aur Flamingo, I think I was pretty excited about it because it has a ring to it. It's new, it's fresh. People will wonder what flamingo is, and it creates a little bit of intrigue and excitement, I think, with the audiences. I mean, if I were the audience to be watching it, I'd definitely want to know what that is.
No
So
doubt. No doubt. I mean, Hindi channels have used as many puns with Saas Bahu or and dot 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 as possible. So abhi Flamingo is unique. But Isha, come in here on what drew you to the project. Of course, you've got a stellar ensemble cast, and you're of
I
course
know.
part of that.
Handsome men drew me to the project today. I was
It was Ashish and Udit की वजह से कि आपने ये project को हाँ बोला. No, but them and what are the reasons?
No, of course it was. I actually wanted to work with Homi for a really long time. मैंने 7-8 साल पहले उनके साथ ऑडिशन किया था. वो वर्कआउट नहीं हुआ, वो फिल्म नहीं बनी, थैंक गॉड. अब ये मौका मिला एंड ऑडिशन दिया इसके लिए भी. And finally, I remember when I got a call saying कि मुझे शो मिल गया है. I couldn't believe it. I said, okay, great, this is finally happening, and I'm really excited and nervous about the whole thing because the part seemed a bit मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ, मैं बिजली नहीं हूँ अपनी लाइफ में, तो मेरे लिए ये थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग था. And I think the script of the show is very I think the writers have done a really nice job. Yeah, I really enjoyed. होमी ने नरेशन दिया था, स्क्रिप्ट तो पहले पढ़ी नहीं थी, बट उन्होंने अपने अलीबाग से जूम पे नरेशन दी थी, बहुत बढ़िया वाली. तो वो सुन के बहुत मजा आया. वो काफी पैशन और एंथुजियाज्म के साथ अपना काम करते हैं और of course you want to work with people who bring the right energy. So
No doubt.
that's exactly what drew me to the project. And of course
Okay.
there was Dimple Kapadia, Bobby, who I couldn't wait to work with.
Yeah, yeah. No, she certainly is a delight, I'm sure, for all of you to work with. And Udit, for you, I'm sure, young actors working on such a project, was it a learning experience? How was the audition process as well? Because I believe there was quite a rigorous audition process as well, as I've been told by my sources.
Yes, I auditioned for some 5-6 times for this project, and I initially ऐसा हो गया था कि बार बार आते थे calls, तो मुझे समझ नहीं आता था कि अरे बार बार क्यों calls आ रहे हैं, what does this director want? But finally, Homi called me. I was shooting for Crash Course in Rajasthan only. He called me and he explained me the whole stuff. I made him read my lines so I can get a better sense of what he wanted. So then I auditioned and finally got selected. बस उसके बाद का process तो amazing था यार, workshops, dialect coach, और हाँ, I also think my character is totally different from who I am. So of course बहुत learning experience था, बहुत challenging experience था, but साथ ही साथ बहुत मजा आया इतने अच्छे अच्छे actors के साथ, Temple मैम के साथ बहुत मजा.
Yeah, Ashish, tell us about how the project happened for you, and also, how was the shoot? Because series, the shoot is quite lengthy as well. So how was the shoot for you?
She had to pay them to cast him. Tell them, Ashish.
Yeah, so actually what happened was I auditioned for it, but after the first round of audition, I got to know that you've been shortlisted.
Okay.
Or my character, due to a lack of a better word, is on slightly funny note, if you see a few moments in the trailer. So, and Homi liked that part, and he said, okay, let's take him to the second round, but the character is not just funny.
Okay.
There's far more nuance to it. So there's one major scene which you will see in the show, and I had to audition for it, and I made a short film.
We all saw, and it was fantastic.
15-20 मिनट की मैंने शॉर्ट फिल्म बनाई जो अपने आप में संपूर्ण है. मैं उसे कांस वांस भेज सकता हूँ, अपने आप में लेकर आ जाएगी. तो उसके बेसिस पे फिर इवेंचुअली आई गॉट ऑन अ वीडियो कॉल विद होमी, और मैं अपने बेस्ट बिहेवियर पे था कि कहीं मुझे अब ना निकाल दे, कि मेरे मुंह से कुछ ऐसा निकल जाए और होमी मुझे अब निकाल देगा, जबकि ऑडिशन वगैरह तो सब सही था. But eventually, when I met him, and he said, "Just prove me correct, huh?" So I was very grateful that he imagined me as this part, because often what happens in the film industry is you get typecast. No?
Yeah.
You look a certain way, you speak a certain way. आपको एक particular किरदार में देखा गया है. This character is totally polar opposite. Like everyone who's sitting on this Zoom call, character is so different to what they are in actual life.
Yes.
अब जो प्रोसेस की बात कर रहे हैं, प्रोसेस ऐसा हुआ कि लगभग हमने कोविड के टाइम के दौरान शूट किया था, तो हम एक हवेली में रुके हुए थे और एक ऑलमोस्ट बायो बबल टाइप का क्रिएट हो गया था. तो सबके सब एक हवेली में एक साथ 2, 2.5, 3 महीने रहे और ऑलमोस्ट कैरेक्टर में ही रहे. और कैसे हमारे इंडिविजुअल डायनामिक्स जो एक्टर्स के थे वो कैरेक्टर्स के डायनामिक्स में ब्लेंड हो गए एंड वाइस वर्सा. तो बहुत ही अद्भुत प्रोसेस रहा.
मैं तो कहना चाह रहा था कि वहाँ कैमरास होने चाहिए. आप एक शॉर्ट फिल्म कान भेज रहे थे, एक रियलिटी शो भी बना देते वहां पे. एक जैसे आप कह रहे थे, वन हवेली, इतने सारे लोग, 2.5 महीने, बायो बबल. आई एम श्योर इट वुड हैव बीन वेरी वेरी
वो
इंटरेस्टिंग.
कांस वाला मजाक है ना, जस्ट
Just FYI.
ये भी मजाक है, ये भी
आराम से
मजाक है.
करने भी अवार्ड नहीं मिलेगा उसको.
I don't want to
अगर
have
कांच वालों ने मंगा लिया फिर.
But also Angira, what is being praised is the fact that this is also very path-breaking, very refreshing. To have women as protagonists here, leading the way, and also doing the things that men do in other projects as the bad guys or as the characters with gray shades. We don't often see women with gray shades. Was that also something interesting for you? And I know obviously that's not the purpose, but it's interesting that that's also being talked about.
Of course. I think it's a very, very important point that you brought up, because if you see, there have been women protagonists, women-led films and series. Let's not deny that. But the fact that the business that they are running, the cartel that they are running, is now being run by women, just brings a completely fresh perspective to the narrative of what we've been seeing over years. So that is what is very fresh about it. Also, when you have women running a hard business like this, I think there's a bit of femininity to it. There's a little bit of a softness that that you get to explore, that the makers get to explore. It gets slightly like a much more complex and layered, because women are wired like that there's a feminine side to them and there's a masculine side to them. So to be able to marry the two and to be able to put it in a story, I think is a brilliant, it's a stroke of genius that has been attached to this.
Has happened, yeah.
show.
And Isha, you've also been part of a very very popular and it enjoyed a lot of success, Mirzapur on OTT. But again, this is rustic, this is earthy, but yet very very different. You agree?
It is. Madhuri Yadav and Bijli, yes, they are headstrong women, and there is an aggression, and they are fighting some kind of. I think Madhuri is fighting more of a patriarchy. I don't think Bijli is per se, because Bijli is really taken care of by Rani Ba. So and the corporative that we've set up, Rani corporative. So I think yes, they are strong women, but I think in life, these are the kind of women I have seen in my house, in my extended family, my friends. These are the kind of women I see. The ones that the Bollywood films quintessential heroines that they try and portray. I think they're a bit far from reality, but I think we're slowly moving in that direction, which is good news for all of us.
No doubt. And I think OTT is showing more real avatars of real characters. And Udit, also another thing of OTT, do you believe, is the fact that even if you're in a supporting role, your characters really get fleshed out, because that length is not it's not a hindrance as it is in a big screen project where it's just a 2-hour film or a 2.5 hour. So there's a lot of editing happening.
Truly, मतलब इतना कुछ explore करने को मिलता है. And it's not just about the story of few people. You can also, because in real life also there's so many things happening in the person's life. There's so many people involved in one person's life also. So when you're telling stories, you can involve so many people, so many characters. You can flesh it out, and you can interrelate them in so many ways. It's refreshing, and it's how the world works. So it's very real to see that.
Yeah. Ashish, closing with you now on a lighter note, tell us something about Isha, Angira, and Udit that we would not know that you possibly discovered through this shoot. They all wanted you to talk more, so I'm going to close with you. Tell us one thing about three of them that we perhaps don't know and you discovered on sets.
Uh, I think Isha pretends to hate me, but she really, really likes me.
Okay.
So she has a very hard exterior, but I think deep down, she tries to be a bad person, but she's deep down a very gentle and a nice, caring, loving
Okay.
girl, if I may say so. Angira, like I struck a very nice bond with Angira. So मतलब हमारे वहाँ पे सामोद हवेली में एक पूल हुआ करता था. तो ठंड तो बहुत थी, तो पूल में तो जा नहीं पाते थे, पर पूल के आसपास हम चक्कर काटा करते थे कि आज हमारे सीन में हमसे क्या गलती हुई, क्या हम बेहतर कर सकते थे. तो हम सुख दुख के साथी थे. ये मेरी साथी थी.
It's true.
तो हमने मतलब कम से कम 2-3 घंटे वहां पे रोज चक्कर काटे हैं.
अच्छा.
कि हम क्या बेहतर कर सकते हैं. सो आई रियली स्ट्रक अ वेरी नाइस बॉन्ड. हालांकि ये मेरी भाभी बनी है शो में, बट लोगों को लग सकता था कि ये मेरी बीवी है, हालांकि
True.
जी. तो इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक फैमिली द एंटायर थिंग. एंड विद उदित, सो मैं आपको वही बता रहा हूँ, इतना स्ट्रेंज हुआ ना चीजें कि जो धीमन और हरीश का रिलेशनशिप है, वो एक दूसरे को पसंद नहीं करते हैं खासा. जो भी इंटरनल डायनेमिक्स चल रही हैं. तो मैं सच्ची बोल रहा हूँ, मैं इसको भी पता नहीं होगा, तो मैं तो उसको आधे शूट तक पसंद ही नहीं करता था.
अच्छा.
मुझे बंदा नहीं पसंद
Same.
था. मैंने कहा ये बंदा कौन है यार, पता नहीं किस बात की चौड़ है यार, ये कुछ सीधे मुंह बात ही नहीं करता है मुझसे. फिर मुझे लग रहा है शायद ये भी कैरेक्टर में है, शायद ये भी अंदर से अच्छा ही इंसान है. बट इवेंचुअली व्हाट हैपेंड वाज लाइक वी ऑल बिकेम अ फैमिली यार. सो it's I had some other commitments, but I'm so happy to be here with everyone because बहुत घूम हो रहा था. So it was
fantastic.
great.
Well, we're happy that we've reunited you all, and now the audience gets to see you all reunited as well on OTT platform Disney Plus Hotstar very, very soon. So all the very best. Saas Bahu Aur Flamingo streaming very soon. Thank you, all of you, for joining us today on News X.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.